Hey, all, what's going on? Two Valve GT here. Today I was not just today, but pretty much the whole time I've had that car. I've really been kind of wanting to do something a little different with it. You know, I'm sure it's been done before. There's videos all over YouTube on it, but just I don't know. I guess something to make that car. Damn, that sun's bright. It's hotter than hell out here too. But anyway, something just to I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at with it is I'm getting kind of bored with the car. You know, with the current setup that the car's got. I'm basically, unless I put a supercharger or turbo or nitrous on it, I'm at the threshold with it there. I'm not going to make any more power out of that 2 valve. That being said, I think you guys kind of know what direction this car is going to go in. And this was kind of my wife's idea, actually. I mean, I was kind of against it because I'm not one for making a car into something it's not. And my wife called me a complete dumbass. And when I asked her why, she says, excuse me. She said, go out in the driveway and look at your car. Okay, so let's take a look at this. What we got? 98 Mustang. It's not a GT. You guys see Cobra hood, Cobra bumper. Those were just on there for looks because I like the looks of those better. But it does have GT fender emblems on it. Okay, let's go around the back here. Yeah, I've been cleaning it up today. You guys know the GT says GT in the bumper. The V6 car said Mustang. The GT said Mustang GT. The Cobra said Cobra. She said, your car's a V6 car with a V8 in it. I said, yeah. I said, the GT fender emblems are on there for 2 reasons. You can't buy fenders without the location hole for the fender emblem. And I'm not the biggest fan of the tri-bar with the horse on it. That's an awesome emblem for like an old 60s Mustang. No, I don't like them on these newer cars. The S197s with the retro look, they look good on. But like a Fox body or an SN95 or a New Edge, I've yet to see one on an S550. They might, I don't know. I'm sure I have, but really haven't paid attention to it. But I don't like the looks of them on the newer ones. So I bought the GT fender emblems for it. She said you ought to put snakes on it, like the Cobra snake. Because you got the hood and you got the bumper, why not just put the snake on her? I said, well, it's not a Cobra. And she said, you dumbass, it's not a GT either. Point taken. But that's not where we're going with this video. Anyway, I thought about it. And, I'm, like I said, I'm the 2 valve, great engine. The 4.6 2 valve, I mean, you can't ask for a more reliable, more dependable engine. I mean, I beat on that car. That motor's probably got 180,000 miles on it. And I don't show it no mercy. It's a 2 valve. You got to run the shit out of it to get it to move. And I mean, it don't do bad. You can make good power out of it. Mine's PI swapped. It's been dynoed. It makes about 300 horsepower. But that's it. That's kind of the threshold there. And, you know, to me, you know, a 300 horsepower daily driven work beater, you might as well say, ain't not in a, you know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. That car, for what it is, runs really good. You know, granted, the 410 gears kind of help it along, but for what that car is, it runs really good. And if you guys knew the history of this car and what it started as, which there's a video on the channel about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But let's get back to the topic at hand. So you probably guessed it by now with the Cobra talk and this and that and blah. It's got a Cobra hood, Cobra bumper. You know, we're gonna put snake emblems on the fenders. Yeah, we're gonna do a 4-valve swap on that car. Just for a couple reasons. I want to do something different because I'm kind of like burnt out on the car the way it is. I want something different. And I've had a couple people tell me, well, put a Coyote in it. Thought about that. Thought about it. Coyote swap not in the budget at the moment. I will do one. I want to do one. I will do one. But I don't think I want to do it to that car. Yeah, I just don't think I want to do it to that car. And a buddy of mine said, well, let's build a 302. You got a couple nice 302s laying around. Let's clean one of them up and put it in that car. Thought about it. It's been done before. And I've become, after having this car with that 4.6 in it, I've become a huge fan of the 4.6 liter V8. Huge fan. I love that little motor. But, you know, that's my opinion. I'm sure you guys will be like, yeah, I'd put a 302 in it if you got it. But, you know, that's been done before. And, yes, I know, 4-valve swaps been done before. But I think that's the way we're going to go. We're going to do a 4-valve swap. There's a couple different ways we can do it. We can source a whole 4-valve engine, which I'm locating. I got location on one right now. Just gotta wait for it to get pulled out, strike up a deal, or we can not even pull that engine out. I've been doing light research on it. I haven't hit Google and YouTube very hard on it yet. But I've seen a few, like, did a quick scan of a couple articles and a couple videos. I could put 4-valve heads on that motor. That's an idea. I mean, that's an idea too. No, we're not going to go through the hassle of changing channel name and anything. We might though, because then it would be kind of stupid. 2-valve GT on YouTube, but hey, you don't have 2-valve anymore. You done change it to a 4-valve. That's another time, that's another episode there. But let me guys know what you think. Do we 4-valve swap this car? Or do we 4-valve swap another car? Let me know what you think about it. I'm going to flip you around. Well, no, I ain't going to flip you around. Oh yeah, hell. You guys have all seen the, I don't know, was it a video or two, a couple videos ago? I brought out this old Oldsmobile Mega that missing a key part. And we've talked, me and my buddy Steven, that's his car, by the way. He's the one that had the 96. We did the fuel lines and did the dyno video on and stuff. That was his car too. Me and him we were up here kicking back a few cold ones and looking at this Omega, trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do with this thing. We got, if you guys remember, we got this 350 Vortec engine come out of an old Chevy truck. We was told it runs, we don't know. So we was running in the dark on that one. But we got to thinking, got to pricing some shit around. And, if you guys remember, I said I was going to try talking him into LS swapping it. Well, the donor for the LS swap is a go. The donor is on its way. It's I want to say 2001 Chevy Silverado 2500 4-wheel drive. It's got a brand new, not brand new, it's got like 40,000 miles on it, but it's got a GM Performance crate motor in it, and it's a 6.0. Yep. That old ratty looking Oldsmobile Omega is now the 6.0 Mega. That's the new name for that car. We're going to do a 6-liter LS swap, turbo 400. I do believe we're going to go with a turbo 400. I'm trying to talk him into like a 4L60 or a 4L80. Overdrive would be cool. He wanted the 5-speed swap the car. I was like, nah, something like that. Leave it automatic. That car is going to be a good cruiser. But we're going to dig into a little further on this car. After we discussed what engine we were finally going to go with, because either way we go, we need intake. Some kind of intake, some kind of carburetor, fuel injection setup, something. Headers, all the accessories, the brackets. We need everything for it. Oil pan, we need it all. Motor mounts. I told us if we're going to buy them for that $350 that we know absolutely nothing about, you bought this truck with a rotted out frame on it with a brand new engine in it. LS would be the way I would go. So that's what we're doing. We're going to LS swap out of Omega. The 6.0 Mega. But, as we sat here, drank a few more cold ones, we got to talking about what else are we going to do to this car? What direction are we going to go in? And, the car, it's got kind of a nice patina to it, actually. Honestly. It's got a couple little rust issues on it we could fix. But, we're trying to build this car cheap. Yeah, it's probably going to need quarter panels put on it. But like I said, we're trying to do it cheap. Make it cool, but do it kind of cheap. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean it up. We're going to clean it up best we can. And shoot some matte clear over top. The faded out, surface rusted, factory blue and white paint job. Kind of a rat rod kind of thing. But we're going to go a step further with it. We're going to do that. Cat walking underneath of it. I hate stray cats. We're going to do that. Just do it like a matte clear over top of the original paint. It does have a couple rust holes we're going to fix up. We're going to patch them up the right way and, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to do that. And then we got to talking like wheels, tires. He wanted to leave the stock 14-inch rally wheels on it. Yeah, they're cool, but you can't roll on 14s. You just can't. This ain't 1980 anymore. You know, this is 2021. We're not rolling on 14s. We're going to do like a staggered 18 in the front, 20 in the back. Kind of like a Hillebrand style kind of wheel like was on the old AC Cobras kind of thing. Something along that line. We're going to do full suspension on this car. Well, I'm trying to talk him into bagging it, but I don't think he's wanting to do all that. We are going to lower it, do a full suspension, kind of like Rat Rod, Resto Mod, kind of pro touring combination, I guess, is what you could call it. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but it's going to be cool. And the money we'll save on paint and body on that car, you know, suspension and interior. Put air conditioning in it. Be a cool cruiser. Kind of excited about it, actually. And I hate GM cars. I'm not a GM person. I shouldn't really say hate their cars. I mean, they had some cool shit. But I don't know, there's something about that car. I like the way it looks, the way it is right now. I love it. That's what we're going to do. It's kind of like a Rat Rod, Resto Mod, pro touring kind of thing. You know. So stay tuned for the 6.0 Mega as we unfold that saga. That ought to be interesting. But I'm going to end that one there. You know, we're getting close to that, the 100 mark for the giveaway there. So tell your neighbors, tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your family. 2Valve GT on YouTube. Like, subscribe. See you guys later.